joining us. We're having a very delicious conversation here on the couch.
We're gonna get really quiet now.
It's been like, and all of a sudden it's gonna get quiet and not even gonna speak.
Yeah.
We could just sit in stony silence.
We don't like when cameras are rolling.
Yeah, when cameras are rolling.
It just shuts us down.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, the on fire, you guys.
I don't know what you just said.
Yeah, what did you just say?
We were talking about
behind the scenes is on fire.
That was my attempt. I know you're both musicians. This is embarrassing because that was my attempt at speaking freestyle.
That was music?
Yeah. In the film, because there are so many beautiful lines, and you sort of like, if I had to think of my favorite line, I don't even know what it would be because there are just so many.
That's cool.
How do you sort of get outside yourself and thinking about that and just let it be real to you and organic to you?
First of all, I do want to just say that like it's awesome that those lines are in the movie, because a lot of the times the lines are very over the top at times, and like it's a super heightened way of speaking, and it's often that, you know, the screenwriters would be like, that's not realistic, we're not going to put that in there, but they put almost every iconic line into the movie, which is so important. But it's also, it was sometimes challenging for actors like us because they are heightened and they are over the top. I think the most important thing for me in my performance was that I didn't like mumble over Gus. I didn't try to make Gus like too like you know, Gus is theatrical. He is, and that he's over the top and he's like super confident, and like I had to play him that way. And a lot of actors are always like, oh, I want to be real and subtle, but like if Gus was real and subtle, he'd be boring. So when those lines come out of his mouth, they make sense.
Have you guys ever egged anybody's house in real? This happens in the film, and the girl deserves it.
I've never egged anybody's house, but the cool thing about doing that scene is like I was actually blind when we did it, because I put in real blinding contacts and stuff.
No, I know Shailene had said she'd give you props because she said it's actually a really difficult thing to do and deal with it.
Yeah, they were like, at times on set he'd be like, my eyes, I have to take them out, they're really hurt. And I was like, I'm glad I'm not like, you know.
Yeah, but in that scene, so I've never actually egged a house because I never saw the house, is what I was trying to say. I never saw the car, like I never saw the house.
So did you really nail it? Because you nailed it.
Yeah,
or was that movie magic?
It's a little bit movie magic, a little bit actually me, because, you know, Ansel has to turn me towards, but like when you see the eggs throwing, they like line me up perfectly. You know what I mean? Like they lined it so I would actually hit it.
But also there's no shots of like him, like it's not a like full shot of him throwing the egg and it hitting the car. It's like him throwing the egg and then they cut to the car and it hits the car. So like then they just shoot, we all got to throw eggs at the car. Like
it was fun.
Actually, like Nat wanted to throw all of them. I was like, no, let me throw some. So like we would just stand near the car and just like peg the car, and they would just shoot that.
Yeah. You and Shailene, well, the three of you have been spending a lot of time together. You've gone on tour. What is sort of the experience of, it's almost like a rock star sort of experience that you guys had traveling around the country this past month, doing press for it. I mean, it was like front page of newspapers, girls screaming, girls crying.
There's a cool picture on the front page of the newspaper of all these girls screaming, and this one dad like this, holding his ears, like fingers in the ears. Yeah, the one guy in the audience.
That was responsible for all the underage girls in the audience.
That's weird.
Yeah, he
was responsible for all the underage girls. Maybe just his daughters. No. Hold on, I gotta.
We do this to each other all the time. We make each other laugh all the time like this, and I just start crying.
So there's the scene where you're girlfriends and you are making out, and you get a little handsy. Was that improvised?
No, actually, it was so embarrassing. It was
embarrassing?
It was in the script. It said, Isaac honks the horn about squeezing the boob. I swear to God, it's true. And the director screams out. Director is one of my good friends, Josh, and like it was like we were just hanging out, the two of us, not like we were on a set, and not like this girl who I just met like 10 minutes ago. He's like, honk the horn on set, and I was just like, oh my God, it's a disaster.
I want to hear about your Jared Leto story. Didn't you meet Jared Leto recently?
Yeah, well, it's basically like. Was
it like a Van Housen moment, meeting Van Housen?
Yeah, I mean, the thing that I love about Jared Leto is that like he's able to do music and act. I mean, he's such a good musician, such a good actor. You know, I'm in a band with my brother, so it's like the hardest thing in the world is scheduling. Like it's almost impossible, like with my brother's schedule and mine, like trying to keep up our band. So I saw him at a screening for Dallas Buyers Club, and like after, and I was talking to him, and we were getting along so well, and you know I was talking to him basically about his movie, and then finally I started saying like, you know, I'm in this band, and he was all wanting to know about the band, and then I was talking to him, I'm also an actor, and I was like, how do I schedule it? Like, how do you do it? How do you schedule? And then this like this beautiful blonde model walked up to us, and he was like, hold on 1 second. And I was just like, well, I'll never talk to Jared Leto again, and I never did. I haven't seen him since. And the rest of the party, I was like, trying to get it, I was like, nope, not gonna happen.
Jared Leto hasn't been seen since in public. He hasn't been seen anywhere. So on set, did any of that happen? Did you guys talk about, would you ever make music together?
It was fun. Like, we lived right next door to each other in our apartment, so I would play him like rock music that he hadn't heard and play him my music too, and then he'd play me EDM, which I really didn't know anything about, and I grew to really like when I was on set with him, and he'd play me some of his tracks, and I played him some of my tracks. It was nice.
Yeah, it's fun. We like, I think that's why we get along so well. It's like we both are very passionate about like not only acting, like music, and like always a lot of creative things. Now we're talking, we want to score a movie together. It'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
it'd be so cool.
Like, you know, blend the electronic and the you know, good like real instruments and stuff, and like I think it could be really cool.
You guys, I have a quick little like, just like first thing that pops in your
cool.
head. Imperial Affliction is the book in the movie that's supposed to be a perfect book, and it's like Shailene's like holy grail. What is your Imperial Affliction movie?
On the waterfront.
Oh,
So good.
Good stuff.
Maybe Taxi Driver.
Band.
It's a weird movie.
Favorite band? Beatles.
Matt Zoe. He's a producer.
What kind of music?
Um,
Like a film producer?
No, you know, like EDM, production, yeah.
Okay. TV show?
Right now, I like Game of Thrones a lot.
I really like New Girl. It was really funny.
Item of clothing?
Sneakers.
Jeans.
Athlete?
Victor Cruz.
Play Magic Johnson.
Actor or actress?
Dustin Hoffman.
Joaquin Phoenix.
You guys have good taste.
Just popped in my head.
Okay,
I've never
and
heard you talk about
I know, I don't think about that. Yeah, I don't know. Just going on.
before I let you go, what is this about Shailene convinced you guys not to wear deodorant? And you...
Yeah, I mean, Shay somehow always smells great, and so do some girls. Always seem to smell good, even if they're not wearing deodorant. But like Ansel and I started to smell really bad on set, you know, because we weren't wearing deodorant. And it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And then we found out later that like Shay has like special crystals that make her smell
Yeah,
good.
so like she wasn't wearing nothing.
I told Ansel, he was like, "By the way, are you still not wearing deodorant?" And I was like, I went back to it and I was like, "You smell bad."
No, I didn't ever smell that bad. I mean,
No, never that bad, because we kind of like. We started wearing deodorant again about.
So I told like
halfway
my
through the
best
show.
friend from childhood, I was like, "Yo, man, like I've not been wearing deodorant recently, and like I don't smell bad anymore. I think it's a thing that like if you don't wear it, you stop smelling bad. Like
You smell and
whatever.
then you stop smelling,
and
you
then
go over the hump.
and then he was like, "No, you're just used to yourself smelling. Like you smell
smell
terrible,
bad right
dude."
now.
I was like, "Oh, okay." So you know what I do now? I put on like just a tiny bit because Shailene always like comes and hugs me, and she's like, ah, she's like, or if I'm wearing deodorant, she's like, "You're wearing deodorant, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
So
she doesn't like
I
it.
put on like a happy medium. Like I don't like go like some people go like this for like an hour. It's like disgusting.
That's
So I
so
just put on
funny.
like a few swipes.
I've never heard of anybody saying like, the way to not piss a girl off is to not wear deodorant.
Well, some you know, some girls are, that's Shailene in a
Yeah.
nutshell. She's a different girl. You know that's
why people love
cool.
her.
Yeah, because it's not like the same.
She's
You know,
so-
she's not predictable.
She's so original. Yeah.
And then also as an actress too, she's so unpredictable.
That's what's great about it.
When you're
Yeah.
unpredictable as a person, I think it translates to screen.
And to take us out, and not to put you on the spot, but can we get a seated breakdance?
Yes.
Oh my god, this has become my thing now.
We're gonna quit our jobs.
Yeah.